Give thanks nice unto the Most High Jah, Rastafari. His I Emmanuel and I Bingi, I give thanks. So I'd like to talk about a few facets to the same stone today, and the same stone being race pride. So Trump, Biden, whoever, seems their American race policy has been decided now that it's just going to be a hostile environment for I and I people. Not much new there still. In the UK, judging by the plethora of mixed race relationships on TV in the advertisements, it's got to be a policy of dilution being the solution. Either way, I and I have to stand firm and stand strong as a people. So before I continue, let me touch on what I call reclaimers. I've given the name reclaimers to people who are born of mixed relationships but choose a black partner for their own, and therefore reclaiming their blackness and their status as black people. I don't know how many there are of them. I'm one. I know of another. Charmaine, big up your son, in Brum. But there must be more out there still. So I give thanks and I big them up still, because it's a good thing that you're doing and a strong thing that you're doing. So why should we as a people be proud of our history, our ancestors, our predecessors, our colour? For one reason, if you cannot see that in this time, in the time before, and in the time to come, not much has changed, then you must be studying your own agenda. Because as a people, not much has changed. From Stephen Lawrence, come up to Rodney King, come up to George Floyd, it's same old, same old. So it's no longer acceptable to plough your own furrow, ignoring the bigger agenda and the suffering that we as a nation still endure by being criminalized, marginalized, made unemployed for longer periods, jailed, killed in custody, etc., etc. Our people before us suffered much worse, and from them I draw inspiration and pride, for it's only because of them that I can walk most streets in relative safety. For you out there that have gone and diluted yourselves and entwined yourselves with other races to mix the races and dilute them, you still must give thanks, because it's still by virtue of your predecessors' appalling suffering and conditions that you're able to do that today and not be stoned. So we have to give thanks. Slavery alone and what people suffered in terms of rape, torture, lynchings, being burnt alive, castrated, sold, bought, transported, stolen. These, for me, these sufferings that our predecessors went through should be borne by us as a burden of pride. So I'm not just talking about the great freedom fighters, Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, Nelson Mandela, Haile Selassie. I'm talking about the average person like you or me, who bore terrible sufferings and pain in the name of their Jah and of the name of their race. It is for us to stand strong as a race, be proud as a race, and go forward as a race, remembering all their sacrifices, all their blood, and all their pain. I man do give thanks nice unto the Most High Jah, Rastafari.